Last time, Rasheed was having a lot of trouble telling time, so he learned how to tell time to the hour. This time, he's going to learn how to tell time to the half hour. And we're going to take a look at our anchor chart. We're going to do a quick review. So I've got that clock there. That number's the hour. That number's the minutes. And then we come over to this clock. Longhand is the minutes, and shorthand is the hour. So if we look at that, when the longhand points to the 12, we'll say that's 8 o'clock. Let's come on down here. We're going to start off with 9:30. We're going to start off with 9:30. We got minutes, and we got the hours. So 9:30. And we come over here. Our longhand is going to the 6 this time. Shorthand is kind of between the 9 and the 10, just after the 9. So the shorthand, or the longhand, it's not pointing at the 12 this time, it's pointing at the 6. And when it's pointing at the 6, that means 30. When the longhand points to the 6, that means there are 30 minutes. So now the shorthand, it's just a little bit past the 9, not quite to the 10, it's just after the 9, so we say that's 9:30, 9:30, because longhand's pointing to the 6, that means 30. Shorthand's pointing to just after the 9, so that means the hour is 9, so we have 9:30, 9:30. Let's come down here. I got another clock down here, and let's take a look at it. Well, let's look at the longhand first. So longhand is pointing to that 6. So that means it's going to be 30 minutes. So something 30. And to find the hour, we need to look at the shorthand. It's pointing just after the 1. So I'm going to write, let me come back here and show you again real quickly. It's pointing to just after the 1. So I'm going to write 1:30, because that's the time. Longhand's pointing to the 6, shorthand's pointing to the 1, 1:30. So I'll look at it again there. So, got 1 and then 30, because the longhand's pointing to the 6. That means 30. Let's take a look at this one down here. Oh, it's pointing at the 6 again, so I know it's going to be 30 again. Shorthand is just after the 12. So I'm going to read that as 12:30. I'm going to write that down here. Shorthand is pointing to just after the 12, so I'm going to write 12, and the paper keeps moving underneath my pen, so I'm writing a little sloppy. So 12:30. 12:30. So now it's time for Rasheed to practice the real clock. And here we've got the longhand pointing at the 12. We've got the shorthand pointing at the 2. So Rasheed knows that that's 2 o'clock. Now if we come to this next one, we got the longhand pointing at the 6. So it's going to end in 30. Shorthand's just after the 2. Just after 2. Longhand at the 6. So Rasheed knows that that's 2:30. Very good, Rasheed.